I quit going to parties and my social life 10x'd, got way better, better friendships, deeper friendships, better romantic relationships, and also I got to take along a lot of my friends that I used to go to parties with me into my new sober lifestyle. So I'm making this video because I know there's a myth, and I know for a lot of you it's a reason why you haven't sobered up, and I know it's also a reason why some of you are having difficulties quitting or staying quit, because one, you're believing that it's hard to quit because it's going to be lonely, because you're going to have to not go to parties, and if you're going to quit drinking or smoking, whatever it is. And that's just not the case. In this video I'm going to bust up that myth and tell you about how and why your social life can improve drastically. And I want you to take that energy and take that message and spread it far and wide. And I really am here to encourage you, and also to give you some valuable tips for how you can quit going to parties and improve your social life by quite a bit. Does that sound good? Okay, well, let's take a walk together. I appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up button and let's get into it. So, first, to share my story a little bit. Yeah, I went to parties, started going to parties in high school. I went to parties in college. I didn't always love parties, but my friends were going, okay, yeah, I'll go along. And I did the drinking thing. I drank enough to throw up at times, especially in college. I would drink. For me, it wasn't just about drinking, it was a lot about smoking. Like, go to the party with some friends, go off, do a little smoking circle, come back to the party. And yeah, after a time, I started to sort of grow out of it. And part of my sobering and wanting to be, well, I just don't want to. And also, another myth here is that if you're sober, it means that you have some kind of problem, like, or some addiction. You may or you may not, right? But it also might be you just want to improve your life. If you want to improve your life, then this is something that you can do. Okay, so I slowly grew out of parties, and the surprising thing is that my social life really improved. Why is that? So before we get to the social life, I just want to add one little bonus benefit here. Is not only were the parties disrupting my the parties were contributing to me smoking more weed and drinking more alcohol and smoking more tobacco than is healthy, because what's really healthy is very low or none. But it was also messing up my sleep. So that's another reason. And this is one of the answers that we're going to get into, of how to give you the benefits of not going to parties, how it can improve your social life, and then how to actually stop going to parties. Disrupt my sleep schedule. I don't like going to sleep at a certain time throughout the week, and then party time rolls around, and then I'm gonna stay up real late and mess up my sleep. I don't really like that. So one thing that I noticed once I stopped going to parties is just my sleep improved, and so my Saturday mornings improved, my Sunday mornings improved. I start to feel better, have more energy reliably. Okay, so how did my social life improve? Now, here's the core thing of why your social life will improve. This is especially true of men, is meeting people and having a social life. Only one part of it is being in the right room, like being around people, going and being around people. I get that, hey, my routine is to go be around people. My routine is to go and drink or smoke, go to the bar, go to the party, Friday evening, Saturday evening. I understand that. But there's two main parts to having a good social life. The first part is being in the right room, and the second part is who you are. So first of all, the bar is often the wrong room that you're in, so it's leading you to be friends and start relationships with the wrong people anyways. But as a man, there's nothing more attractive as a man than someone who's changing and growing and self-improving, because other people are judging you projected on where you're going, what direction you're going. So if you're improving, if you're getting better, then that's a very attractive thing. So when you are a man in the process of self-improvement, then you have a magnetic pull about you, which is going to bring people to you, which is why I think the idea that if you quit smoking or drinking, it's going to be hard to date is like so ludicrous, because when you're healing and when you're growing and when you're getting better, women are gonna really want to date you, right? You become very attractive. It's not just about being in the room; it's about who you are. So when you make these commitments to grow, you become attractive to not just women, but friends, people who want to change, right? People who want to get better. Okay, we got the dog right here. We're gonna play a little bit of catch. Nalani, you ready? Go get it. So you want to change, huh? You want to quit going to parties? Well, let's talk about. Let's go for a little walk too. Let's talk about now how to do it. So one thing I alluded to, something that made it easy for me and something that helped improve the social life, is scheduling something early morning, Saturday, Sunday. Even just now, I had someone take my course who I've been texting with, who said, one of your tips is really helping, is that I started working Saturday mornings. Now I don't drink Friday nights because I don't drink before I work, right? But if you schedule social things to do in the morning, and I'm going to give you some examples of this, of things that I do that are very social. One is on Sundays, go to dog training. Dog training is a very social thing. There's other, go with my girlfriend who I have, go with other, or there's a bunch of other dog owners, there's the dog trainer. Another one is farmer's market. It's Saturday morning. Right now I'm going to farmer's market. Right now I'm not just going to farmer's market, I'm working at farmer's market, right? So these are some examples. Saturday morning I'm going to farmer's market. Sunday morning I'm going to dog training. I don't want to go to the party because I need to wake up early, right? So having something wholesome and something fun that you can do Saturday, Sunday morning, groups that you can go to, you can schedule. Those are just examples. It could be a hiking group. It could be a workout training group. It could be friends that you go on a run with. It could be people that you work on your business with, or you go shoot YouTube videos. These are just some ideas. It could be, go playing soccer, football with your friends. These are just some ideas, and there's many ideas. There's many things that you can do, and things that will improve your social life. So that's probably one of the biggest tips that I can give you. Another tip that I can give you is to take the people who you enjoy, even if you have participate with each other, hang out over parties or with substances, and invite them along into your new life with different activities. So an example that I have is I have a friend. All we would do is we would smoke weed together and hang out late at night, basically go to the party. After I quit, I thought, well, maybe I'm not going to see you that much anymore. But once he saw that I was committed in my sobriety, he became interested in sobriety for himself, and also, he still does some things, but I'm saying you don't need to cut people off. We end up doing different things together. Like we surf together now, go for swims. I'm not saying you need to live in a place where you can surf or you can swim, but I'm just giving you some examples of, you can have a friend who all you do is abuse substances together, and find new ways, new things you can do, and not give up, sacrifice that relationship, right? So there's so many other things that you can do that are wholesome and that are social, between starting business, working on business, masterminding business, working on health, talking about health, getting outside, working with animals, volunteering, at farmers markets, doing craft. There's so many wholesome things that you're going to be doing. And most importantly, when you're doing these things, you're going to be getting in the right room with people, right? So one of the problems with parties and bars and so on is a lot of the time you're in the wrong room. You know that all these people smoke and drink, right? You also know that none of these people are working on projects in the morning, so that probably says certain negative things about them as well, right? And it's going to help you say, Trav, that sounds awfully judgy. It's going to help you to have judgment, because having judgment is going to allow you to disassociate yourself and say, I don't want that. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around those people. I am judging, right? It's not to say like if you go to a party you're a bad person, or anyone who goes to parties are a bad person. I'm just giving you a tip here. I'm giving you a tip that if you think this way, it's going to help you. It's going to make it a little bit easier to move on, right? So the last thing I'm going to talk about is for men and dating. And I made another video about this very recently, and I mentioned in this video already that when you decide to change and get better, that it's going to really improve your dating prospects because you have more going for you. You become more attractive. You become more attractive when you change. So you're going to have access to higher quality women or the same women, and also these women are going to be more likely to change and want to change because they're with someone who's changing. So if you're wanting a sober relationship, you can do this by first becoming sober. Geez, the dog. I've got to work on this training. He's trying to tackle me there. So things that you can do. Well, here's a couple ideas. First idea is schedule things in the morning. Come on, dog. Instead of going out for dinner, schedule like an early morning walk or an early morning run or something like that. That's one idea. Another thing that you can do, and these are just ideas for you to have things that you can do together. Another idea of something that you can do, I'm just gonna throw out a lot of ideas, like go to the dog park, walk the dogs, go to the farmer's market. It could be, and then the evening routine of like how do you, what are things that you can do together in the evening? Read books. People like to read books. The right people like to read books. So, encourage her to read books, encourage you to read books, Those are things that you can do in the evening. And just be patient and have faith and believe that if I do this, my social life's gonna get better. And I promise you it will. I promise you it will. It's ridiculous to think it won't, right? You cut off one thing that's not helping you, and is a dead end and a black hole, and you're gonna enter into a new situation that is so much more promising and better, and also can be very social. So once you make this plan of what you're gonna do, it makes it way easier to quit, right? It doesn't need to be lonely. It doesn't need to be hard. It doesn't need to be sad. You can quit. You can quit partying and your social life can get way better. So there's so many communities and groups you can join out there, and I have one too. And I've got a course for you. If you haven't checked it, check the link out down below. It's going to help you. Free course if you haven't taken it yet. Help you quit any bad habit and be really successful as a sober lifestyle, whether that's quitting weed, alcohol, tobacco, porn. There's a link to that down below, so you should check it out. Okay? If you found it useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the like button, and if you're a subscriber but haven't turned on the bell, make sure to hit the bell button too. So, appreciate you, much love, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for being here with me. Peace.